Hey Astra Kids, and welcome back. And in today's video, we'll be talking about the 2024 horoscope for Virgo. And I do recommend that you look at this from your moon sign, especially. This will most likely give you the most accurate results. You can also look at this from your ascendant or rising sign, but just realize that the Dasha periods, transits, conjunctions, etc., will make a huge difference. Along with this, you can look at this from your Dasha Lagna. So if you're running a Jupiter Dasha, put the sign that Jupiter is placed in the first house and read from there. Or you can also read from your Arudha Lagna as well. I also want to give a quick disclaimer that I am using Vedic Sidereal Astrology. So if you're coming from Western Tropical, this may not work for you. Make sure that you have the correct information. There's a link down below in the description so that you have your sidereal placements. So let's talk about some of the transits that will play out as we move into the year of 2024. So we have entered into Rahu in Pisces, Ketu in Virgo since the end of October. And Rahu in Pisces is definitely an excellent time for anyone who is in the arts, photography, media, entertainment world. This is definitely going to increase creativity and inspiration at this time. At the same time, though, this Rahu and Pisces transit can also increase illusions and confusion within the mind. There is some kind of confusion with understanding what is real and what is not. Also, Ketu in Virgo is a great time to remove old habits that no longer serve you, but it may also be a time where technology, innovation is getting disrupted in some way. There may be some blackout or issue related to the internet as we move forward into this transit. We will also see Saturn in Aquarius, which started out in January of this year of 2023 and will go all the way until March of 2025. So Saturn in Aquarius is very powerful. This is Saturn's office sign, its most powerful position. So Saturn is definitely going to be about taking up responsibility, being of service to others. This is huge that we are responsible and doing what we need to do at this time. Also, Saturn in Aquarius can increase the things that are related to Aquarius because, once again, this is Saturn's strongest home, its office sign. So, definitely anything related to hacking, to internet, to technology is huge at this time. If you're working in science and research fields, this is an excellent time as well. Jupiter also is in the sign of Aries. It started out in April of 2023 and will go all the way until May 1st of 2024. So Jupiter in Aries is definitely an adventurous time. We're pushing forward into the future, thinking about innovation, how we want to move forward at this time. A lot of new innovations and pursuits coming forward in the world. Also, though, Jupiter is going to expand the things that are related to Aries. So a lot of competition, war, fighting, violence at this time as well. Now, on May 1st of 2024, Jupiter will shift signs into the sign of Taurus, and it will go until May 14th of 2025. So Jupiter in Taurus is going to put a huge focus on the financial markets, the stock market, what currency is going to look like moving forward. And it's a very interesting dynamic because Ketu will also be in a mutual aspect with Jupiter at this time. So a lot of this back and forth exchange of energy between Jupiter and Ketu, which may show some kind of dramatic change in the financial areas for sure. Now, some major moments to look out for are the eclipses because these are major transitional points. The eclipses always occur when the luminaries of the sun and moon get together with the shadow bodies of Rahu and Ketu. So the luminaries always represent our consciousness. The sun is our soul and the moon is the mind. It gives us clarity. It helps us to see things for what they really are. And so when the shadow bodies of Rahu and Ketu come in, there is unexpected changes, unforeseen events that play out at this time. So definitely during these eclipses, this can be a major time of dramatic changes in our lives. And this is especially true if you have planets that are placed in Virgo or Pisces. So the major moments to look out for are March 24th or 25th, depending upon where you are in the world, April 8th, September 17th or 18th, October 2nd, and October 17th of 2024. So let's talk about the chart for Virgo people. This is a very intense time because the nodes are hitting up your main Kendra axis of the first and seventh house. So K2 is in the first house. Now, from the moon's position, this is definitely a very restless time. This is definitely a time where there's a lot of scattered energy within the mind. And so there's a lot of need to focus and to bring that energy back into balance. Same for the rising sign, that your life can definitely seem like there is a lack of direction at this time. You're finding yourself scattered in a lot of different places. And this K2 transit is demanding that you look inward and to do the inner work at this time. So, this is a huge time of meditation, of deep reflection, introspection. Taking some time to yourself for self analysis is extremely important. This may also be a time where you want to look out for your health as well, because K2 sitting in this first house is definitely going to influence the physical body. Now, Rahu is sitting in the seventh house, and this is a very interesting dynamic because Rahu is also said to be a co lord of your ascendant at the same time that it is placed in the seventh house. So, definitely, this is going to focus you in on taking a different path, a different direction. Other people are seeing you as someone who's very eccentric, very different at this time. And this may help you in the world of business, but it may also cause some problems in your relationships at the same time. There's definitely a need to come away from some of the distractions and difficulties that are happening within your relationships. And again, to use that K2 first house to bring yourself back into this inward place of self analysis. This is extremely important. Take your time before taking dramatic decisions. But definitely, Rahu in the seventh house is challenging you to do something that is innovative, that is different, that is out of the box in the business world. So, especially if you own your own business, if you're in a business partnership with this placement, if you are working in a field that deals with the marketplace at this time, this is definitely about trying something different, something new that you have never done before. Being more creative in this area will definitely help you to gain success. So, Jupiter is in the eighth house of the chart, and this is definitely a time that is excellent for anyone who is into research, into the occult, mysticism, astrology, into wanting to study at a deeper level. At the same time, though, for those who are in education, there may be some dramatic changes that are happening as well. Hold on, because when Jupiter moves into the ninth house of the chart, this is definitely going to help with your studies and education for sure. Jupiter in this eighth house may mean that you're also gaining something through other people, through the support of others. You are increasing your wealth and security at this time. At the same time, though, because Jupiter is in this house, a lot of you are worried about your wealth and security as well. There's this feeling of dramatic and unexpected changes where you can't quite predict what results you will get. So definitely hold on. This is a wild ride as you're moving forward here. But as Jupiter moves forward into the ninth house, it's going to bring in many blessings into your life. Jupiter definitely in the eighth house is excellent, though, for meditation, for deep reflection, for spiritual practice. Again, along with K2 in the first house. So definitely this is more of a behind the scenes time of really taking that time for deep self analysis and really focusing towards your own mental health is extremely important. So when Jupiter moves ahead into the ninth house, this may be a time of traveling to foreign lands. It may also be a time where you are approaching a new subject, new studies, getting into education at this time. You may be looking to level up your skills, and this is an excellent time to do this. This is also encouraging you to get more into your creative expression, to really tap into your talents and abilities. This is going to take you far in terms of your success. This may also be a time of publishing a book or giving some kind of public speech as well. So, Saturn is in your sixth house, and this is an excellent placement in a way because this is helping you to rearrange aspects of your life, which can definitely help you to find some more stability and balance. So, Saturn in the sixth house is demanding that you sort out those areas of your life that were put on hold in the past. So, really, this is a time of looking at your work life, looking at loans, debts, looking at health issues, resolving all of these aspects of life becomes extremely important. Saturn's trying to help you to really stabilize this area for you. And definitely, Saturn can help with your health as well. It can give you huge success in terms of health, but it is all about having a daily routine. Sticking to a firm routine becomes extremely important. This may also be a time, though, that your stress levels are higher due to your work, due to all of the responsibilities that you're taking on. So it may also be a time, again, for spiritual practice, meditation, relaxation techniques. Taking care of your mental health is going to be extremely important. This is also showing that it is a great time to work on your relationships, especially with siblings, friends, close family members. This is definitely an excellent time to not get too detached in this area, to really work at those relationships. If there were issues in the past, it's time to resolve some of those issues. So, overall, the message for 2024 for Virgo is that this is definitely a time where you can gain success, but it requires hard work, commitment, focusing on the things that are important. Removing the distractions, removing the things that no longer serve you becomes extremely important at this time. Focus only on the things that are going to support you, that are going to nourish you in your life, that are going to be of value. Push out those things that are not going to help you, that are pulling you down. Definitely time to let go of the past. This could also be a great time for gaining knowledge, gaining new skills as well. And definitely, this is pulling you inward into your own world, into your inner reality to help you to sort out the things that need to be worked on. So, this is not only about working on your life at a physical, practical level, but also looking at the mental areas that need to be sorted out as well. So, let's look at the different houses to see how this year of 2024 will play out for you, starting with the first house of the chart. So, definitely, the first house shows that you need to stabilize your life to find a sense of balance and order. Many of you who have Virgo placements are very good at organizing your lives, but this K2 energy in the first house has you scattered in so many directions. So, it's time to bring yourself back into that place of balance, to get yourself back into a place of order where you have things arranged and organized the way that serves you best. Looking at the second house of the chart, some of you may be changing jobs or trying something new within the business world as well. So this could be very successful for you. Rahu in that seventh house is definitely encouraging you to do something different, something out of the box that you have never tried before. This is going to help you tremendously with gaining success at this time. Looking at the third house, this is definitely a time where there is more passion, there is more energy, there is more drive to do something unique and different. It is encouraging you to express your creativity, to tap into your skills and talents, and to use this to your benefit. Fourth house is showing that there's some kind of change that is occurring. So, this can be an internal change where you are changing your mind, you're changing the way that you perceive everything in your life. You're doing this internal work on yourself that can be very beneficial. But this may also be a physical change for some of you as well, where you're changing locations, you're making some changes and improvements within your actual home for some of you as well. Looking at the fifth house, this is definitely showing that there is some kind of success and celebration that is coming into your life. You may be gathering with friends and family at this time, doing something that's really fun and enjoyable. For some of you, this is definitely a time of collaborating with others, with coming together with creative ideas and inspiration that can help you to achieve a project or goal at this time for sure. But some of you are not trusting in yourself. You are resisting this change, this opportunity that's coming into your life. So, this is definitely asking you to trust in yourself more, to trust in your inner voice. And the best way to do this is self love. Again, to take that time for yourself, to take that rest, that reflection that you need to work towards your inner goals is going to become so important and vital at this time. Looking at the sixth house of the chart, it's asking for structure. It's asking you to stick to the traditional ways of doing things in your life that you know is going to incorporate that sense of structure and order the way that you need it to run. Having that sense of routine is going to become so important for your success. Looking at the seventh house, this is showing that there is some kind of distance happening within relationships for some of you. Either you or your partner is starting to withdraw within themselves. So there's a little bit of this distance or lonesomeness that is coming into relationships. Realize that this is a time for you to grow, to work on yourself. So if you feel this space and distance, this is definitely for you to do that inner work that's going to help you. This is going to become extremely important. Looking at the eighth house of the chart, you feel like you are coming up with something brand new, some new idea, some new inspiration is coming to you through this internal work that you're going through this spiritual journey that many of you are going through. But for some of you, you feel like you're not completely sure as how you want to apply this idea to your life, how you actually want to manifest this. So you are kind of playing around with this new idea, this new inspiration that's coming to you, trying to understand how you want to apply it to your life. This is definitely going to help you to be successful. Again, Rahu in that seventh house is encouraging you to try something new. Looking at the ninth house of the chart, definitely don't allow your emotions to control your life direction. It is time to take a moment to go inward and to really think about where you want your future to go, what your path is. Are you aligned with your true path and calling? This is a big question to ask yourself. Looking at the 10th house, there may be some isolation happening through your career as well. Some of you are thinking about stepping down and changing your career, or some of you are being thrust into a position where you have to do things on your own, where you have to be in this position of isolation. So there can be a feeling of lonesomeness or like people are just leaving you out in the cold at this time. And this is definitely a time where some of you are also being presented with more than one choice as to what you want to do with your life. Again, some of you are contemplating changing your career, changing the direction of your business, changing the way that you approach things in your life for sure. So this is definitely something that you have to sit with and really come to a conclusion about what is really going to help you to be aligned with your highest, greatest good. This is asking you to take the higher path, the path that serves you best. Looking at the 11th house of the chart, this is definitely asking you to, again, explore that creativity, explore your skills, your talents. This is definitely a time where you feel like you are not completely in with the group or with the people who you are normally connected with. There's some feeling of detachment that is coming in here, a lack of teamwork, of group effort. And it's asking you to really sit with your ideas, your inspiration, what is true for you, instead of just going along with the group, being creative, being daring, going out and going after something in a unique way that is aligned with you. So definitely this is a huge time of exploration, getting into your feelings, into your passion, into your creative self-expression is huge at this time. Looking at the 12th house of the chart, this is showing that some of you are reflecting back on your past. You're thinking about better days behind you. You're thinking about wanting to go back to that child, that inner child within yourself that could just play and express yourself. So this may show that some of you want to explore some things that you did in your childhood. And this could be very healing and helpful for many of you. But it definitely indicates that you have to let go of the past at some point and continue to move forward in this brand new direction. So I hope you all enjoyed this. If you like this, don't forget to leave a like. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next video.